What's up guys, this is Greatness Scaled, and today I'll be doing a career scaling matchup between Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry. The scaling will be used to determine who has been the better player so far. Without further ado, let's get into it. Looking at this stat line, you can already tell that Steph has potential of being a scorer and a three-point specialist. Steph earns himself an all-rookie first team, which already puts him at a good pace for future stardom. Unfortunately, he misses the playoffs, so I have to put that into account regardless of his rookie status. Durant had a good scoring average, but his percentages weren't good, as he shot 43% from the field and shot an abysmal 29% from 3. At this point, KD is nowhere near his Slim Reaper form, but does show potential as he gets the All-Rookie First Team and wins the Rookie of the Year award, which is something Curry couldn't accomplish. Durant misses the playoffs as well, but if you compare Curry and Durant's rookie seasons, it's clear that Curry had the better season, despite not winning Rookie of the Year. Either way, it's clear that both of these young prospects show signs of high potential. Curry improves his regular season stats across the board as he puts up another highly efficient season, shooting almost 50% from the field and an insane 44% from three-point territory. At this point, Curry is a deadly threat from behind the arc. Sadly, for the second year in a row, Curry misses the playoffs. Durant drastically improves every facet of his game in his sophomore year, averaging 25 a game and shooting an absurd 42% from 3. Compare that to the 29% he shot last year. At this point, Durant is a scoring machine and is resembling his Slim Reaper form, but once again, Durant misses the playoffs. Curry doesn't get the chance to do much this season as he gets sidelined by an ankle injury, so there isn't much I can give him. Durant goes berserk this year as his offense has the capability to produce a 30-point average throughout an entire season. Not only that, but he shoots a 90% clip at the free-throw line. That's an absurd percentage for someone at the height of 7 feet. Durant makes the All-Star team, wins the scoring title, and makes the same All-NBA first team that LeBron, Kobe, and Wade were on that year. Durant is the first to lead his team to the playoffs. But before you say KD has Westbrook and Harden to make the playoffs, context matters. Harden was a rookie and Westbrook was a sophomore. Westbrook and Harden weren't even at the start of their primes. This same logic will be applied to Curry's running mates, Klay and Draymond. In this channel, context will be applied. As I said before, Durant is the first to make the playoffs and manages to take the eventual championship Lakers to 6 games. Durant's averages and shooting percentages go down, but it's still a feat to put up a challenge against the Kobe Gasol championship Lakers as a player in year 3 without his fully developed supporting cast. Curry is finally able to average 20 in a season while keeping his shooting percentages relatively the same efficiency of his previous seasons. Curry's playmaking ability is now much more apparent with a 7-assist average. Now that he has his running mates Klay Thompson and Draymond Green, Curry makes do with what he has and gets to the playoffs. Curry takes the Duncan Parker Spurs to 6 games and loses in the first round. I will give Curry credit in the sense that he was the best player in that series, outplaying the great Tim Duncan even though he lost. Durant is nearly able to replicate last season's stat line. He makes the All-NBA first team, notches the scoring title, and is now an All-Star starter. At this point, Durant is a huge obstacle in the way for any of the league's best players as he leads the Thunder to the playoffs. Durant is able to average great stats in the first and second round to get the young Thunder to the Western Conference Finals. Unfortunately, they lost in 5 games versus the Nowitzki-led Mavericks. Durant does show up for the majority of the playoffs, besides the Mavericks series. Durant didn't do anything memorable in these playoffs, but just getting your team to the conference finals is a feat, especially in the West, so that must be commended. Curry is averaging nearly 25 a game, shooting almost at 50-40-90 levels, averaging 8 assists a game. It's honestly surprising to me, at this point of Curry's career, why he's not getting recognition. It shouldn't have taken an MVP for Curry to get noticed. Curry takes the Lob City Clippers to 7 games and loses in the first round. Even though Curry lost, he still outplayed every player in the series, including Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. Durant, still producing loaded numbers across the board along with another All-Star selection, winning the All-Star Game MVP, getting All-NBA First Team, and winning the scoring title. Durant at this point is one of the faces of the NBA and is a force to be reckoned with. Durant destroys the defending champion Mavericks, gentleman sweeps the Kobe Gasol-led Lakers, and beats the Duncan Parker Spurs. That was no easy path to get to the finals, considering he showed up as the best player in every series. But in the finals, Durant couldn't get the job done as LeBron, Wade, and Bosh Heat was too much to handle. Curry goes chef mode and puts up insane stats. He wins his first MVP, makes the All-Star team, All-NBA first team, and he becomes a 3-point champion. Curry had range and handles last season, but that cannot be compared to this season. When you look at the range that Curry displays this year, it commands much more defensive attention. That allows the Warriors to be much more successful, as it allows other Warriors to have more ease on offense. That's why the Warriors got the 1 seed compared to last year's 6-seeded finish. Curry simply makes his teammates better just by being on the court, even without the ball in his hands. Curry breezes through the Western Conference as he displays his one-of-a-kind wizardry from beyond the arc. Curry's 3-point prowess makes it hard for any team in the West to have the slightest chance of beating him. In the finals, Curry's shooting numbers dip, but he's still a major threat as he and the Warriors defeat the LeBron-led Cavaliers. I understand that the Cavaliers were missing Kyrie and Love, but Curry had no control over their injuries. That Cavs team still had LeBron James, who is at the very least a top 2 player in the NBA. Curry doesn't win the finals MVP, but he still put up a great series. KD has one of the most efficient years out of any NBA career, as he's one of only 9 individuals to get into the 50-40-90 club. Remember, this guy is 7 feet tall. Durant makes the All-Star team and gets another All-NBA first team selection heading into the playoffs. Durant gets to the second round and loses to the grit and grind Grizzlies. Durant's percentages dropped a considerable amount, but he lost his running mate Russell Westbrook due to injuries. Either way, Durant lost, and what matters is that you win, period. So this will be held against him.
Rebound taken by Iguodala. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining. The brilliant shooting of Stephen Curry continues.
That play gives a perfect summary of Curry's 2016 season. This season is unquestionably the best regular season any player has ever had in history. Curry was an absolute flamethrower from almost anywhere on the court. I mean, he hit double-digit threes in 4 games. Not only would you have to worry about his high-volume, deep-range three-pointer, you also have to worry about his quick first step that he tends to combine with his acrobatic layups. Curry got in the 50-40-90 club, he got an all-star selection, he was the steals leader, he was the scoring champion, and he led his Warriors to a 73-9 record, which is the best regular season record ever. He is also the only unanimous MVP in NBA history. This is just an absolutely monstrous season for Steph. Steph leads his team past the Anthony Davis Pelicans, past the Lillard Blazers, and came back 3-1 on the Durant Westbrook Thunder. Obviously for this particular debate, coming back 3-1 against Durant is good, but it practically gets counteracted when Curry blows a 3-1 lead to the LeBron Cavaliers in the finals. You can say Curry only blew the 3-1 lead because he lost Bogut due to injury, and he lost Green for a game due to suspension. Yeah, that may all be true, but Curry's stats dropped dramatically, and it doesn't help that you let a game-winning 3 get nailed in your face that won Cleveland the championship. Bottom line is that Curry did not statistically perform well in those finals, which resulted in that masterpiece of a 73-9 season getting somewhat tarnished. Durant also gets his first MVP. He averaged 32 points a game, shooting 40% from beyond the arc, with a 7 rebound average as a bonus. Just a monster scoring season from the Slim Reaper, including a 54-point bomb against Steph Curry. He gets an All-Star spot, a scoring title, and he gets an All-NBA first team selection for the 5th year straight. Durant plays up to the MVP standards he set during the regular season and defeats the grit and grind Grizzlies and the Lob City Clippers in the same run. Unfortunately for Durant, he came up short against the eventual championship Spurs. Curry's stats drop as expected when you add a top 3 player on the roster right after blowing a 3-1 lead. Curry makes the All-Star team and the All-NBA second team. He's still a huge force in the league, just now sharing the driver's seat with Durant. Curry's play was absolutely phenomenal these playoffs. He showed up in the finals, but he got outplayed by his teammate KD. I don't want to take anything away from Curry's finals performance because he played nearly as well as Durant in these finals. Durant only played 27 games this season due to injury. Even with 27 games played, he still managed to get an All-Star selection. This has been a great playoffs run for KD up until he blows the 3-1 lead he had over the Curry-led Warriors. You can blame Westbrook for the failures leading to the choke, but you must blame it on Durant as well, since he shot 39% from the field and 27% from 3. No excuses to close the Warriors out here. Durant did the most cowardly move in NBA history. I get that Westbrook was unpleasant to play with at times, especially in the clutch, but you do not join the team you blew a 3-1 lead to, period. I also get the KD copied LeBron's super team blueprint except made a better idea, but this video is not about LeBron, it's about KD and Curry. I will make sure to address LeBron's super team moves in a later scaling video. Either way, this season he played great.
Get at the fall, rebound Durant.
Incredible opportunity.
Durant for 3. It's good. Kevin Durant from downtown, and Golden State takes the lead.
That basketball right there. Kevin Durant, though, so gifted, comes down and just pulls up and knocks it in. But at the other end, they had to get the 2-for-1, and then they had to foul them.
That heavily contested 3-pointer over LeBron James just highlights how unguardable Durant was in these playoffs, especially in the finals. Winning the finals MVP with Curry on the same team is an added bonus. A fantastic playoffs run by KD. Curry loses Durant to injury, which led many fans questioning Curry's legacy because of that 2016 finals meltdown. Many believed Curry had zero shot of winning against the Rockets, because that same hardened Paul Rockets last year took the full-powered KD Warriors to 7 last season. That same logic was applied to the Lillard-led Trailblazers. Curry proved all the doubters wrong and led the Warriors past the Rockets in 7 and swept the Blazers. In the finals, Curry plays with all of his might but is unable to beat the Kawhi-led Raptors and loses in 6. I understand Curry lost Durant for the entire series and Klay for the rest of Game 6, but he still has DeMarcus Cousins and Draymond Green. A loss is a loss. Durant had an even better finals run than last year, notably his finals performance. Not only did KD nail the same shot as last year, he made it 3 feet farther than last time. If Durant is a snake, then he's one venomous snake. Durant plays very well these playoffs, but is sidelined with an ankle injury in Game 5 of the semifinals, and again in Game 5 of the finals versus Toronto. Transitioning away from the COVID-19 lockdown, Curry once again led the league in scoring and shot phenomenally from the field. Based on this performance, you would think he wouldn't have to compete in the play-in tournament to have a chance at a ring. I understand Curry didn't have Klay and Draymond, but getting eliminated by a rookie Grizzlies team in the play-in is inexcusable. Missing the playoffs at this stage of a superstar career like Curry's is bad, which will be held against him. This was a great postseason run by KD as he put everything he had in his tank against the Giannis-led Bucks after his devastating Achilles injury. Unfortunately, it's not enough as he loses in a close 7-game series. Even though Durant lost, he was the best player in that series, which must be credited. Curry has Klay and Green back, and he proved that's all he needed to make a deep playoff run. He defeated the two-time MVP Jokic, defeated the Luka-led Mavericks, and went all the way to the finals, defeating the Tatum-Brown Celtics. Curry wins his first Finals MVP, proving to his fans and doubters that he's more than capable of winning a championship without Durant. Durant in the first round was horrendous, never got into his groove and allowed the Celtics defense to bully him around. And I know the drama surrounding the Nets organization that season was very disruptive, but that had little to no effect when it came to basketball play on the court. This first round exit hurts even more knowing that Curry beat the same Celtics team to win his fourth title. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as there will be more content coming. Greatness Scaled, signing off.